Morning everyone, it is another day. So today I am going first to a hair shop because apparently there is a salon direct in Swindon, which I never knew. So I'm taking my bumblehole there because I never knew that was a thing. Oh my gosh, there's little kids in the park. Oh sorry. Yeah, so I'm taking myself there to see what they've got. Because I'm doing salons. Yeah, what? They've got one in Swindon. I didn't know that. So basically, whenever I do like people's wigs and stuff, sometimes I need to order developer or I need to order like toner and stuff. And I didn't know that I could just go to a shop in Swindon and get it. But I do remember that sometimes salons direct, like you have to have like a professional license card thing. I don't know if I'm gonna have to have one. I hope not. But if I do, that's going to be a bit shit, but that's fine. So I'm going to go there quickly, see what they've got. Then I need to go to a hair shop to pick up some stuff for my client that I'm doing literally in about 2 hours. I'm doing a mullet today, guys. I don't know how to feel about it because I've never done one before. But, you know, it's essentially just gluing and sticking, so it shouldn't be that bad. But again, I have no idea what to expect. I just dropped my lip balm. Oh my god. Ew. I used to like scrape off like the whole top section. That's so nasty. Oh my god. But yeah, so I'm gonna make my way to the center now. It's about 10 minutes drive, which is not too bad. So I'm gonna make my way there, see what they've got, and hopefully pick up something for my client. I'm so sorry you guys can't even see me, damn. Yeah, so I'm gonna go hopefully see if I can pick up some stuff and just like snoop around. I'm quite intrigued because I never knew they had one here. I'm also on the hunt for what do you call it, I'm on the hunt for a salon chair. I want to get a salon chair, a proper one. I want to like go and pick one up rather than having to go and like order one. So we're just gonna see, we're gonna see when I go see. But yeah, that's the agenda for now, so I will see you guys I guess when I get there. Okay guys, so I've made it and it's actually real. I don't know if you can see it right there. It literally says salon services. I didn't know that was for real. I'm so surprised. So I'm gonna go in there and just have like a little look around. I'm not gonna take my camera in me because obviously I'm nervous. Like this is the first time I'm coming here, and even to this area, like I've never been here in my life. So I'm actually so shocked. But we're gonna see. They've got hair coloring, hair care and styling, beauty, nails, electrics. And then for professionals, there's trade cards, exclusive offers, salon equipment, training courses, salonservices.com. I'm so baffed, but I'm going to go in and just see what they've got. And yeah. I have not spoken to you guys in a hot sec, boy. But we're here in the studio. I went to a hair shop and I ended up getting like a black wig cap. I found the correct hair, so I'm gonna send the other one back. And I also got like one of these like razors. And I had this already, but some black like protective like tape thing. But anyway, I'm just waiting for my client to come. Her appointment was actually at 3:40, but to be fair, I'm gonna chill until she comes and then, you know, get some stuff sorted, da 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 da. So yeah. And I chosen to walk down the other street. Some days felt like a slap in the face. There is nothing in my past I'd erase. The good things are enough to keep me strong. So I'll make my peace with whatever becomes. That's how it goes. Okay guys, so I have finished my client. It took a while. I think she came out, okay, actually no. It took about 3.5 hours. We did a mullet, guys. I've never done one of those in my life. I did not know what I was doing, if I'm being completely honest. But I mean, we got through it. Yeah, we got through it. We did. I'm trying to find like a decent picture. The only thing is like the hair in the pack was a bit different to, I don't know if you can tell. So the hair in the pack was a bit different to the hair on top, because we use human hair on top. I think maybe what I would have done, actually, would I have had enough? Maybe next time if I do it again, I'll use human hair all around. That would be a lot harder to mold, but I mean, hey ho. But I'm gonna head home now because I've got a couple things to do for the rest of this evening. It's almost 8 and I would quite like my bed, so I'm gonna head home and yeah, try and be a bit productive. Oh my gosh, my eyes, there's itchy hair everywhere, but I'm gonna come back here another day, probably, well, tomorrow, and clean this place up because yeah, cool. Probably not gonna vlog for the rest of the day because there's actually nothing else to do, so I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Today is now Friday. Yesterday you would have seen I did a mullet for the first time. Baby, that was an experience and a half, but my client loved it, so shout out to her for trusting me to do something I've never done before. I'll definitely do one again because I feel like now I have a bit of a grounding as like what I would do, but that was a challenge. Like, it was easy but it was hard. Like, the main hard part was trying to like mold the shape. Anyway, today's Friday, so someone has actually inquired about renting space in my studio, and I've been meaning for ages to get a salon chair. Obviously, you guys know I went to salon services yesterday. Today, I am looking to get a salon chair, and I literally just saw an ad on Gumtree of a lady selling 5 salon chairs, £100 each, and then also 2 like wash basins, and the basins are £125. So I was just like, baby, listen, can I pick up 2 salon chairs and 1 wash basin, please? Please. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for her to get back to me. I'm really hoping she says yes and I don't have to get them all at the same time, because I don't have enough space for all of them. I just wanted 2 chairs. I might even take 3. That's £300, but we're gonna see. But I want to go get those today. And then also I made some business cards and some flyers because Deborah and I on Sunday are going into town to sort of do like outreach. We're gonna get some roses, and I wanted to order some lip glosses, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time. But we want to go out into town, and then any black girl, black woman, black person we see, we're gonna hand them a flyer and my business card and a rose, and just be like, hey, like, I'm a hairstylist, I'm based in da 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 da, looking for some more clients for the summer. If you know anyone, like, share my contact, scan to follow me on Instagram, da 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 da. So that's the vibe. So the front of my business card looks like this. I'm not sure if you can see all too well. There is a motif on there. I might have to put like a separate image. And then there's the back of the business card as well. I did those yesterday. And then I also made a flyer. This is what the brochure looks like, with a little QR code to follow me on Instagram, and then, you know, website and whatnot. So I contacted a company this morning and they're getting those printed for me today. I'm just waiting on them to come back to me with a quote, so I can get that done. And then I'm going to pick that up around 4 o'clock. So today is looking very eventful. It did not start like this. Today started very calm. I was thinking I don't really have much to do today. But I'm even happy because I'm like, I need to put my business in everybody's face. Like, my business needs to be in everybody's face. Like, you are going to know me in this town because there is no traffic in my lane. There is no competition for me in Swindon for what I do. I'm the only person who does what I do in the way that I do it. So everybody needs to get to know me, basically. But that's basically the plan for today. And then I don't really have anything else to do. I've got a client tomorrow. Sunday's outreach and cleaning and reorganizing my studio and changing it up and stuff. So that's going to be fun. I'm quite excited. Obviously, I'm going to take you lot along with me today with whatever I end up doing. So stay tuned. But I also need to go to the studio because I've got 1%. Well, I've got 1 bar of my battery, and I think I left all my batteries at the studio. So I need to go to the studio and grab those. But yeah, that's pretty much our plan for today. Quite excited, but yeah. Hey guys, so I am going to take myself to town quickly to put some money in the bank, because the lady, actually, I need to take out money. Yeah, okay, I need to take out money. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to quickly go to town to take out money, because I need to take out money because I'm most likely going to have to pay the lady in cash for the chairs. And then also the people who are doing the flyers, they've already called me and replied. Getting 150 flyers, 150 business cards, £75 plus £15 VAT, so £90. So I've already paid that online via bank transfer, and then I had to send them like a new design because the motif on my business cards was too dark. So I basically made it like a lighter color so it should appear better on the business card. And then yeah, I'm gonna go to town, withdraw some money, just shop around a bit because I'm gonna walk, so I'm just gonna take in some air. And then in the evening we're gonna go pick up the wash basins and the chairs. I'm actually super excited. And then maybe if we have time we're gonna go to IKEA to get a mirror. If we don't do that today we can always do that tomorrow, but yeah, this is super exciting. All right guys, so I am actually back from town now. I went to go pick up some bits from Primark, but I also got a call from the people who were doing the printing saying that it's done. So this is what the flyer looks like now. Please ignore my desk, there's a lot going on, but you know, that's okay. Anyway, I wanted A5, but I accidentally realized that on the brochure, on the invoice I accepted A4. I wanted A5, so basically I'm getting them reprinted again, but this is essentially what the flyer looks like, kind of like up close and personal. And then my little business cards, oh, they're so cute, they're so cute. They just look like this. They do look a bit cheap, I'm not gonna lie, but hey, card is a card as long as they've got it and you've got everything that you need on it. So this is like the business card, the front. Is it gonna focus? Hello, there we go. Yeah, so that's what my business card looks like. As long as it does what it needs to do, that's great. So I'm going to go out very shortly because I said that the A5 version will be ready in about 30 minutes. So I will be going out again to go and get the correct version. Then I'm going to come home and chill, and then I'm going to wait for the lady to send me the information for the chairs because I went to the bank to take out cash for the chairs. So yeah, it's just a whole lot of stuff during today, but you know, I'm not mad, I'm happy. It's all calm, it's all good. So yeah, man. This is yeah, it's a lot, but hey, spend money to make money. This is a very faith-filled month. Like I've said to myself, just move in faith, girl. Move in faith, move in faith. Don't let anything stop you. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. I have had such a busy afternoon. Like I can't even tell you how busy it's been, but basically got the chairs. So got this salon chair, obviously need to clean it, and this one, and they have like hydraulic pumps, as you can tell by like the little foot pieces. I would show you the wash basin, but it's in my car, and obviously my car's downstairs. I basically have a last minute client now. It's actually 8:45, but anyway, so we got to Oxford, which is where I picked up the chairs from, and the lady, I was just talking to her about like what I do and stuff, and she was basically like, do you know what, do you want another chair for like £25? I said, girl. And what's so crazy is, obviously you guys know, yesterday I went looking for salon chairs and stuff, and then today I got 3 for the price of 1, plus a wash basin for literally the price of 1 chair. God is amazing, because I've been looking for salon chairs for the longest, and then I said to myself, I'm going to try again today to look to see if anyone in the area is selling some, and lo and behold, she just happened to be selling some. So I am so happy, I am so glad that I've basically gotten what I've wanted. The only other thing I need to get now obviously is just another mirror that I'm going to put here, and obviously I need to like take this sofa home, bring that sofa over here, and then basically just make up like a whole bunch of space. But I do have a client, she is going to be here any minute now because her client appointment's for 8:45. We're doing some jumbo braids. I'm not going to vlog that because I don't have my tripod or anything. Like literally as we were getting into Swindon, she messaged me and I just said, yep, cool, because I was like, let me make back the money that I just spent today. Tomorrow morning, my dad and I are going back to Oxford to pick up the last chair and the chair that goes for the wash basin. And then after that, I've got a client at 2. And then after that, I'm free. So quite a busy next couple of days. It's fine. I look raggedy. Like my lace is lifting and everything. I am sweating. Also, I got this top from Primark. It was literally £3. I'm going to take my bra off because, baby, it's been a long day. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna do some braids, gonna watch some TV, gonna chill, and then once I've done my client, obviously I'm gonna go home. So this is gonna be it from me today. I will probably vlog in the morning when I get up, and it's time to obviously go and get the last chair. Do you want to say hi? It's my dad's birthday today, guys. It's Saturday the 13th of May. Dad's birthday. Happy birthday, babe. Anyway, so we have just been back to Oxford to get the last chair. So the chair right here, I don't know if you can see it, this is the chair that goes for the sink, and then we've got another salon chair. So we're literally just gonna go put the chair away in storage, and then, well, the chair for the basin in storage, because I need to see if I can get water installed in my unit. If not, then yeah, until I get a shop or a studio that can have a water supply, then I can't use it. And then we're gonna take the salon chairs, well, one of them, because two of them we took to the studio yesterday, one we've got left in the car that we're gonna take to the studio. Actually, maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, basically we're going to our storage unit, then we're gonna go to the range to get like an Allen key. Isn't that, are they called Allen keys? Yeah, get an Allen key to screw like the bottoms of the chairs back on. And then I have a client at 2, and then that's pretty much it really for today. Quite boring, but I realized I didn't vlog yesterday, I think, after my client. So yeah, we just got the stuff in the back. You guys definitely can't see, but yeah, that's the chair that goes for the wash basin, and then there's another salon chair like behind. There was so much more stuff that we could have taken, but honestly it wasn't gonna fit, and I just said, you know what, I pretty much got what I came for. I've got 3 salon chairs and a wash sink and basin. I would have gotten another one. I would have taken both if I could, but I've got what I've needed. God is good. So yeah, time to put those together and chill. Okay guys, we made it to the studio. I'm gonna take off my jacket. So we're gonna fix the bottom of the chairs on, and I'll show you what the chairs look like properly in a second. No, you can leave it where it is there.
Here?
Yeah.
I think that if you have it in the back, if it's in the back.
Oh, you mean this part? Oh, the pump. Oh.
The pump, if the pump is in the back, will it not be much better for you? Do you want us to try it?
Yeah, let me move this chair because we don't. So basically guys, we figured out that these need to be screwed on in a specific way, because this is actually slanted. So this, instead of facing this way, technically you need to flip this base and screw it that way. So we're just gonna undo it, because this chair didn't sit flat, but I don't know if you can see the base of that one is horizontal, whereas this one was kind of like slanted. So we're just gonna change the base. So I've been gone for a while. My dad and I went home, and so we managed to put the chairs up. We did them, got them round the right way. I'm just gonna clean them down quickly. I sprayed like disinfectant on them and then left, but now I'm just gonna use some like multi-purpose surface cleaner and just at least clean down this main one, because I have someone come in literally in about 10 minutes. I want to vacuum this place, because if I'm being honest, like the floor needs a good clean, because I obviously, you guys would have seen, I did the mullet the other day, and all the hair from that is kind of just like on the floor everywhere. And then yesterday I did braids, so again, like braiding hair was just everywhere and like on the floor. So I want to hoover if I can, like really quick, but I also need to prep for my client that's coming, like sew the needles and all of that good stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of figure out like the order in which I want to do things. And part of me is like, oh, why don't you just vacuum like when I've done my client? But I just hate the fact that there's like hair all over the floor. So I kind of would rather vacuum and thread needles when she's here than like wait. I'm definitely gonna give these like a proper like clean down with some soap and water at some point, but as for right now, I'm just gonna leave that as is. All right, you guys, I'm done. I did a whole weave in under 3 hours. That's how you know, leave out weave at that, in under 3 hours. Plus I was entertaining her kids for a little bit before I think their granddad picked them up. But anyway, yeah, so I'm done for now anyway. I'm probably gonna take my bumble home. I'm saying probably, I am taking my bum home because I've got nothing to do for the rest of the day. The weather's really nice though. The weather's actually really, really, really nice. So I might try to find something to do, but I'm not really too fast. Actually, I need to sort out my hair though, because my hair, yeah, she's lifted a bit, so I might sort that out. But I'm so glad I got these new chairs. Like, honestly, my client looks so relaxed, so relaxed in it. So basically we set up this one, and then I've got another one over there by the dryer, and then there's one more on the sofa. That one I'm not gonna put up basically until we rearrange or like reorganize this area. So let me fix my hair, and then I'm gonna take my ass home, and then that's probably gonna be it for today, unless I go out, which I don't see myself doing, or like go meet people again, which I don't see myself doing. So good afternoon, you guys. It is Sunday, the 14th. So today's agenda is to start making a move on the studio. So already this morning, me and my mum moved our old sofa out of the house into our garden because we're bringing the really big sofa from the studio home. We're just waiting on some family friends to bring a van so that we can use that to transport the studio, the sofa from the studio home. I was just downstairs like cleaning like around where the sofa was, and we're just like getting rid of like a whole bunch of stuff. So love that. And then I'm going to give the studio like a nice good like deep clean. There's a lot of things in the studio that I think I just need to get rid of, because especially if someone else is coming into the space, it needs to be organized better. At the moment I kind of feel like the studio is a bit cluttered, and I know it's because like there's extra chairs and whatnot, but some of the stuff in the studio just needs to like get gone, especially if it's not going to be used, if I don't see myself touching it, or just put it in storage for the time being. So I need to get that done today as well. And I've just been clearing out my room, and honestly, like, I don't know what it was, like in clearing out my room, I don't know if it was I was having a conversation with God in my head. But so yesterday basically I went to IKEA with my family. I didn't vlog it just because I brought my camera, but I just didn't vlog. I don't know why I didn't, but I just didn't vlog. And I was sat there and I was thinking, and I was and I think my mum mentioned that one of my uncles said that he kind of feels like I'm, not in a bad way, but I'm kind of like rushing like my business and some of the plans that I have. Obviously you guys are unaware, and I'm trying not to say things until they happen, and kind of said that he thinks that I might be rushing, or I'm trying to like go too fast, and you know, sometimes it can take like, you know, like three years for like a business to stabilize. But one thing that I heard that really stuck out to me in the TikTok the other day was someone was just like, if something is for you and it's specifically like divinely designed for you, there's nothing that can take it away, which is true. But then at the end of the video, the person said like, you are in your own lane and there is no traffic in your lane. The only way there's traffic in your lane is if you let somebody in, or you let things come and like get in the way and disrupt that. But there's no traffic in your lane. And that really stuck out to me, and that's been playing in my head like a lot over the last couple of days, because I just sometimes think to myself, like, with my business, there is no traffic in my lane. Literally, like, where I am situated and the business that I do and what I do, I'm the only person who does it. Literally, there is literally no traffic in my lane. And I feel like the only reason why I'm not exactly where I want to be is because of me. I have so much faith in other people, so much faith in other people's businesses, but sometimes I don't have enough faith in myself and my own business. Like, I have all these ideas, and sometimes I'm like, I want to do this and I want to share my business and stuff, but I just don't do it, which doesn't make any sense. So obviously, I think I was saying a couple of days ago that I'm going to start shamelessly plugging myself, which I'm going to do. And I have been doing. Like, I've got the flyers done, the business cards done. Tomorrow I plan to go to like some of the black hair shops. Yeah, I plan to go to some of the black hair shops and also some of the shops and be like, oh, can I just post like a flyer of my business and just like, you know, leave it on the window or something for anyone who wants to, or potentially could be like interested in like services and stuff. But honestly, like, there is literally no traffic in my lane. I don't think that I'm rushing per se. I know that it can look like that. I think I'm just very determined. Like, I have a goal and I have a focus. And I think what makes it harder for me is because I know the promise that God and I made to each other like in 2020. And God has always held up his side of the deal. And I stumbled last year by getting my job, and then God unsettled my spirit until I left. So I left. And since then, I've just been like trusting God. But I think the thing that people never talk about is, I don't think trusting God is the hard part. It's the waiting that is the hard part. The patience in your waiting season of your trusting, because God knows what he's doing. Like, he has pre-designed your destiny, your road, your everything, but you don't know the outcome, but you know it's coming. You just don't know when. And it's that is the difficult part of the waiting, because all of this started basically, which is really random. I was cleaning up my room, my wardrobe, and I was kind of just like looking at all my clothes, and I was just looking at them with such dissatisfaction. Like, I was so dissatisfied with my wardrobe and how things looked. And in that dissatisfaction, I was just kind of looking at my stuff, and I just thought, do you know what? Like, this is not what I want for myself. Like, so before I feel like I mentioned this in a vlog, I had this feeling of me being undeserving. Like, if I want to buy something and things like that, I just kind of convinced myself, no, like, you can put your money to better use, like, you shouldn't get it, etc, etc, and so forth. And I used to have that really like toxic mentality, like I was kind of undeserving, and that's gone now. Because for me now, it's just like, I'm gonna do it because why the hell not? Do you know what I mean? Obviously within means, but yeah. And I was kind of looking at my clothes and I was like, oh, like, obviously I understand privilege and I'm fortunate enough to be able to go and buy clothes and do things and do that. However, with business in your waiting, it's kind of like you can't go faster than you're meant to go. And in that, it's kind of like you have to sacrifice on certain things. Like, I know I want my business to be, so I kind of have to like sacrifice on like little things sometimes. I used to design clothes like when I was younger, and sometimes I still do. I would like draw on my iPad, I'll design clothes, and I'm like, I design the clothes that I see myself wearing. Like, I design the clothes that I want. But at the moment, the clothes that I want and the designs that I want and would love for myself, like, technically speaking, I cannot afford, because priorities. Like, I'm not gonna spend £300 on a piece of clothing when I know for a fact I've got rent, bills, supplies and stuff to pay for my business. Do you know what I mean? And I was just like, it's like the waiting for fruition. That's the part that is difficult, and I don't think people talk about it, because they say, oh yeah, the wait, but I don't think it's talked about enough how difficult it is to just wait, because you can be doing all the right things, but you don't know when, for example, like that one retweet might take your business to another level, like that one share on Instagram, that one client, that one, like, you don't know when that's going to happen, and you just have to wait. And waiting is hard. It is hard, and I feel like I have been waiting for a very long time. Not to say I haven't progressed, I have progressed. And I was saying to my brother, like, I kind of got myself stuck in the cycle of thinking I'm just running on a treadmill. and I'm not actually running on like hard ground. Like I'm not going up the hill, I'm not going anywhere, and I just kind of felt like I was running on a treadmill. But I'm like, honestly, that is not true, because a year ago I didn't have my studio. I didn't have it yet. A year ago I was sitting exams. I was finishing uni a year ago, which is crazy. I was doing my exams, finishing uni, and a studio was hypothetical. It wasn't even in my periphery. It wasn't even in my plans. I was just trying to finish uni and finish my exams. And then less than 2 months later, I had a studio. And I have the studio and I've become dissatisfied with where I am with my studio. But it's just like, a year ago, you didn't even have one. You didn't have the clients you have now a year ago. A year ago, where I am now is where I wish I was. But now that I'm sitting in literally an answered prayer, I've become dissatisfied because I'm thinking of what's to come. But it's just like, understand what you have in the present. And I don't do that enough. And that is my problem sometimes. And I think that's why waiting becomes hard, because you're so focused on where you're going that you're not focusing on the now. Now is the present. And it's like I'm borrowing worries and sorrows and stuff from tomorrow or the future when I'm in today. Today has enough troubles for itself. Like, the Bible literally says it. I can't remember the verse off the top of my head, but it literally says that, do not be anxious for anything, but by prayer and petition, let your requests be known to God. And God knows my heart. He knows where I want to go. It's already written. It's been predestined. Why am I trying to run faster than my legs can carry me, as my mom would say? Honestly, I was just sat there and I was just thinking about it, and I was just like, everything that it literally says, like, there's a season for everything. There's a time and a season for everything. And a lot of the time it's just like, we want to be in a fryer rather than a pressure cooker, because a pressure cooker builds character. Like, there is even a Bible verse about like how perseverance like brings character and whatever. I can't remember the verse off the top of my head, but with time things will come. And who's to say that in this time of me having a studio is what could prepare me for a salon in the future? Do you know what I mean? But I'm here worrying about what I'm gonna do in like by July. But it's just like, by July I could have a shop. You don't know what God is gonna do. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think I give myself enough credit for what I have done. Obviously, with the help of my family, I'm not going to negate the fact that my parents helped me out like a whole lot. But the privilege that I have in being able to have moved back home, to have been able to open a studio that is my own space. I have my own area. I'm not working under anybody else. I can go there whenever I want. I can spend time with customers. I am building my own personal brand on my own. That is a blessing, because some people can't even do that. And I'm out here worrying about what I'm going to do tomorrow or what my next move is. But really and truly, I am blessed. And I think I don't look at myself and the things that I've done through the eyes of other people, which I need to do sometimes, because outside looking in, everyone else always says, you're doing so well, da 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 da. And I'm just like, they're like, you're not doing enough. I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing. Of course, everyone can always do a bit more, but I'm doing enough. And I need to let myself understand I am doing enough. I am enough. My business is enough. Everything I need to excel, I already have in my possession. Everything is within me. I just need to believe it and bring it out. Which is why you guys saw me actively like taking the step to get some flyers and get some business cards, because it's like, I am Enya hair specialist. Enya is me. I am my brand. I need to wear my brand. I need to be my brand in order for other people to believe in my brand. Like, I am me. My brand is me. And if I don't go half of my brand, who will? So I think it's crazy how all of this came from literally me just like looking at my clothes and thinking, this is not the life that I want to live. Like, there's nothing wrong with my clothes, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, nah, man. Like, there is so much potential in me. There is so much more that I can do and I can bring and I see for myself. And where I am now is not it, but this is all part of the process. And God knows where I'll be in a year's time, and I'll be looking back and thinking, this is another answered prayer. Or, I don't even know what God has for me. I don't even know what God has for me, because look at what he did in 2 months last year. from sitting exams and thinking I'm nervous about leaving uni, I don't know where my business is going to go, I don't know what I'm going to do, to having a studio less than 2 months later, to now having consistent clients, returning clients, new people discovering me all the time, and now being a bit more forward thinking with my business. That is crazy. So I don't even know where I could be by December, but I have this thing in my spirit where I'm like, by December I'm going to be like, it's only God. Like, I already have that, and I thank God for that. And honestly, guys, like, it's just so crazy. I don't know where I'm going with this, but honestly, sometimes I sit there and I just have these thoughts and I have these revelations, and sometimes I just think to myself, like, you are blessed. We are all individually blessed. Like, God has given each of us a gift to steward over. Like, he chose you for that. He chose you out of everybody. He said, I want you to do this thing. I'm giving you this thing to do, and you're going to steward over. I trust you. God trusts us, but we don't trust him enough. And in our trust, we get impatient and we try to go too fast. But it's just like, there is literally a time and a season for everything. Like, God knew you before you even formed in your mom's womb. He knew that I would be having this conversation today with myself, thinking like, look where you were a year ago. Scratching your head, you felt like crap, you didn't know what you were doing, you hated uni, and now, like, technically I run a successful business. I do run a successful business by myself. And I'm here thinking I need to do something else, but it's like, sit in the present and just be still and know that God is God. That's so crazy, because I'm literally talking to myself right now, but boy. Anyway, there's a lot to do today. We're gonna get into it, but I just wanted to get that off my chest because, boy. Hello everyone. So basically a lot has happened since I last picked you up, but essentially the sofa is gone. She's gone. So we instead moved this cabinet from here to here, and then we've left that light there because I tend to use that at night when I'm doing clients' hair. We've now put, this isn't screwed on yet, but we've put this chair for the dryer. And then from this angle, this is what the place looks like. It's giving more salon vibes. It feels a bit weird, but I love it. And then this is where the second chair is going to go. And then we're going to mount the mirror probably tomorrow. And then I'm leaving this sofa here. But now we're just going through the drawers to like organize what I want to keep, what I want to throw away, because a lot of this stuff is rubbish and I don't need it, because I want to declutter the top bit for when I take like client pictures and stuff. And then some of this stuff is basically just going home because it's just rubbish. So that's what we've gotten up to with the help of Antonio. So I've been trying to vlog, but I left my tripod at home, so I don't know how I'm gonna put you guys down to watch, but I think we're just gonna get on with it, and then when it's completely done I'm gonna show you guys essentially what the setup is looking like, because baby, this place, yeah, she needs a good clean, but we're nearly there in terms of like being completely done with the setup and like how I'm gonna like. Okay, so guys, we are basically done. So I'm gonna show you the new setup. So this is how she looks now. This place has a lot more space. So this chair obviously goes with the dryer. We've moved the cabinet from here to there so I can more easily reach stuff when I'm doing people's hair. And then I hid some of the products that were on the top in the little drawer thing over there. And then this is obviously where my seat will be, and then whoever decides to, well, I know who, but whoever decides to basically use the other side. And then me and my dad are going to mount this tomorrow. And then, yeah, we've just kept the small sofa right here for space purposes. But this is the new setup. It's so weird because all of a sudden, like, my studio actually seems big, but I know that the sofa did take a lot of space. So I'm really happy. Still a bit more cleaning to do, but it's practically done. Me and Antonia have basically more or less finished now. So I'm going to take a video on my phone to show my parents what it looks like, and then also, you know, my friends and partner. But yeah, this is crazy. We've done a good job. And then tomorrow is just to mount it and then get back into regular scheduling. Another day in at the studio. It is late, guys. It is after 6. I haven't vlogged all day, but we are back in here. This place, honestly, is so big now, but I've come in here with my parents because first things first, this is my dad's tools because we're putting the mirror on the wall. And then me and my dad were looking for some of my old hair stuff from when I lived in London, and found a whole bunch of stuff, to be honest. Like, so this is a tissue paper I used to wrap like hair orders in. I would put this inside the box and then put obviously the hair in the box to ship it. And I just have a whole bunch of stuff, like wig caps, loads of conditioner and stuff, and just like, even like, look, I'm finding spritz. Yeah, loads of conditioner and hair color stuff. I even need a new thread, so like I'm just glad that I found this stuff. Then I also found my 2 wig heads that I had that were tucked away, so I needed these. The toner that I've got for a wig that I'm doing another highlighted wig, but I'm doing it on a wig from my collection, so I will show you guys that process in the next vlog. So I'm ending off today's vlog after this. And then I got some of my old cleaning stuff as well from when I lived in London to add to stuff to clean up the studio with, because baby, I needed to clean up. And then just before, me and my mum went handing out some business flyers. I stuck one in the nail shop that I always go to in town, and then I also handed out some business cards, and I also went to the African shop. So yeah, anywho, we're gonna mount the mirror on the wall. I'm probably not gonna vlog all of that. I'll probably vlog like when it's all done, because yeah, there's a lot to do. Ryan Little.